Well, good day, everybody. It is currently the 17th going into the 18th of December 2013. Big topic today is our severe winter storm. And man, this one has been bringing some rough weather, not only across eastern China, southern Japan, but also on Monday we saw some snowfall in northern portions of Vietnam, believe it or not. And we actually wrote an article about that on the webpage today, just some of the worst snowfall, which some people are saying upward of the worst snowfall to hit the area in the past 50 years. Definitely very serious crop damage. Traffic has been backed up. A lot of people out there trying to play in the snow and trying to do the best of it, but really, you can see in these images, definitely a rough go for many of you there in northern Vietnam. This is just an image coming out of eastern China in Naze City. All the schools there had to be closed, heavy snowfall. It's in somewhat of a higher elevation area, but just a storm wrapping that very cold air, the northern periphery, and that is where we are seeing the snowfall. You can see here on the current winds, just all that very cold and frigid air moving across portions of Korea. That's also creating sea effect snow for eastern half of Korea. You're going to be looking at this. And then as this comes farther and farther north, you can see the center of circulation right here. It's going to be moving along the Pacific coast of Japan, and already parts of Kyushu have reported snow. Much of the southern Japanese islands at this time, you're looking at some fairly strong, severe thunderstorms just east of the island. Going through the overnight hours and earlier on Tuesday, much of that was over Okinawa, so you were looking at some rough weather. So where is this going next? I know the big topic, what we labeled here is it going to be snow in Tokyo, the Kanto Plain? We have a lot of people watching from here. We make a big deal of it because it's not very common. The last time it snowed in Tokyo was on February 19th of last year. So this could be a early season storm. Typically, it's mid-January when you see the first snowfall on the Kanto Plain. With all that cold air wrapping around, a rain-snow mix across much of this area. Northern Kanto could see some heavier accumulations, up to 10 centimeters. I think closer to the water. A lot of people watch from the Yokosuka area. It's likely going to stay rain there, or at least a sleet type of snowfall. This is from an update we posted earlier today, just showing in the white where the snow is likely going to take place during the evening hours, and much of Tokyo is going to be seeing a dusting here. JMA is also calling this, and that's one reason why we're somewhat confident about this. JMA indicating here on their forecast that not just Tokyo, but much of the Kanto area is going to be looking at the snowfall. Once again, closer to the water, though, Kanagawa, you're going to be most likely staying here with the rain. But if you're inland, that's where the temperatures will be a little bit colder, away from that modifying effect of the ocean, and that's where the white stuff will be coming in. But many people near the coastal areas remind you, this is going to be a windy event as well, some pretty gusty winds coming out of this. If we go back to our model outlook, now this is by noon time here on Thursday. Just click there on the Kanagawa area, 45 kilometers per hour. Winds coming in around the northern periphery of this, right near the coastal areas. Farther inland, obviously, that dies down, but when you have the lack of friction, those winds really do tend to kick up right near the center of circulation, though. Look at that, up to 70 kilometer per hour winds. That's the equivalent of tropical storm strength, so definitely a fairly strong storm system. And then that cold surge setting up farther here towards the west, and you can see those monsoonal winds flying down there towards the south, going through Luzon Strait. That's going to usher in this next cold surge. That's what we talk about when we say that, when those winds ushering towards the south. And once again, as we watch our storm system move off towards the northeast, it brings that rough weather across Japan, but then that 540 line dives farther south, the 552 line. These are indicating the heights, which indicates the temperature, and 540 is usually freezing, and look at that, just descend farther and farther towards the south. Eventually goes back up by next week, but I mean, it stays south of Tokyo, and that means it's going to be chilly, cold going into the weekend for much Japan. Korea definitely below freezing temperature. Seoul's looking at a low around -10 by Friday, and even farther towards the south, northern Luzon, you're going to be seeing the northeast monsoon in full force out here, some widespread precipitation, but it is going to be staying relatively cool. Nothing organized for the tropics, but that northeast hanging monsoon will stay in place. So with that said, in short, yes, rain is coming out here, snowfall, inland areas across the Kanto Plain, Tokyo itself. I'm going to have my camera ready when this does push overhead by Wednesday night, because I'm fairly confident there's going to be at least something in the air. But eastern China has already been pounded by this. Severe thunderstorms across southern Japanese islands should be improving, though, going through your Wednesday. And really, much of the Philippines, you have been seeing relatively improving conditions, but that will change later on in the week. That's the gist of it right now, everybody. Thanks again for watching here at westernpacificweather.com. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, don't forget to put it down in the comment box below. I always appreciate the feedback, and really just don't hesitate to put anything in there. Also, please do go check out the website. We have been putting feature after feature in here. Really, we call this the off season right now, despite there's a big winter storm going on. I've just been putting all these features in, so you want to go check that out, please do. And thanks for watching. Stay safe out there, everybody.